That's better. Welcome, YouTube family. Welcome. Yeah, I already can tell from my energy right now. I'm in that type of mode. So if you're sensitive, you know what I mean? This may not be the live for you or the message for you whenever you tune in, but all are welcome nonetheless. Welcome returning and new subscribers. Okay. You know what it is too. We're approaching that full moon in Capricorn. It's a different type of moon. It's a different type of moon energy right now. Oh, yes, it is. That's Saturn's energy. That's the one planet that's really connected more so to my Big Mama universe. It's the polar opposite to Cancer. So Capricorn is a spiritual body of the physical mother, Cancer. See where we're getting at with this? The spiritual mother. This is her full moon. What are full moons all about? Completions, forgiveness, gratitude. But in order for you to step into gratitude and forgiveness, obviously there has to be certain things removed so you can do so freely. You know what I mean? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, new people. You're welcome. But don't be getting funny in the chat either, because I'm quick to block people. Just let y'all know that right now. I don't got the time for this shit. I do not. I do not. That's why that's definitely why my energy is the way it is. But just know we got you know what too? Okay, this is a message for both divine masculines and divine feminines. Okay. When it comes to the previous ascended master energy that most are aware of, Yeshua, right? In terms of him being a mystic, that type of frequency. Because we have Melchizedek, Maverick, and the husband. This is what I'm saying. This is a message for both. For the divine feminine, this is something for you to hear about the way you connect to your divine masculine as within, so without. And this is you, divine masculine, the way you are coming across to the divine feminine at this moment. And your influence towards the divine feminine as we are approaching the full moon in Capricorn at 21 degrees. 21 is Sagittarius degree. It's a Sagittarius degree. It is the world card in tarot, but it's also a Sagittarius degree. And Sagittarius is a spiritual body of Gemini. So yeah, this ain't no joke. This moon ain't no joke. The YouTube is, yeah, me too. Because I can really sense energies around. And when you see me live on IG now, it's a different type of vibe because there's too much nonsense going on IG. And I love it over here more so because obviously it's not that many yet, but it's definitely those who choose to be here. You know what I mean? Who choose to be here. And I appreciate you all. For real, for real. And if you're on both sides, just know, you know what I mean? Obviously that energy ain't towards y'all, but the shit could be around y'all too on some real shit. You know, but I know there's messages that I deliver on IG that could either be happening soon, has already happened, or happening at the moment. You know? So yeah. Definitely had to cleanse that space, had to get that energy on there. You know what I mean? Enough is enough on that side. People be playing. People be playing too damn much. But nonetheless, we have the Maverick. I awaken into something more. So definitely awakening to something more within yourselves. You're breaking a lot of these barriers. So to be able to even break barriers within yourself, there's a lot that you have to look at, face on. You know what I mean? Like you really can't back away from it. I was this close to deleting my Instagram. Yo, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I wasn't even gonna like save that live and post it on IG. I was like, nah, I'm gonna post this shit. This probably be my last one. Cause there's a lot of people that are asleep on IG. It's the same reason why I came off of Facebook like that too. Anytime I post on Facebook, it's to trigger people. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I really go on Facebook to trigger people. That's what I'm here for. I'm an entire trigger. I'm the bridge. You either you gonna cross the shit or you gonna stay on the other side. I rather you not stay on the other side. I really rather you not stay on the other side. So I'm gonna say things that's gonna make you. It's gonna hit the pit of your stomach. The back of your head. Like, wake the fuck up. Like somebody just not like that. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to like the video, y'all. Mentoring. So let's see what these messages are talking about. Okay. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe in connection to the Most High, creator of all, Mama Universe. I love you. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, ancestors, spirit guides that are here to protect and guide me. Mama Daisy, I love you. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collectively to use our mind's eye to see. Ashe, 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 always in connection to the Most High forevermore. I'm not feeling that in Facebook the more I read, the more annoyed I get. Yep. Yeah. I see what type of time we on. It's like it's sirens. Ah, let me let's get y'all message, YouTube fam. It's 555 right now. So these sirens come through, Michael. Clear out what does not belong. Let me get some more Florida water. Because I'm really not the one people want to text. I'm really not the one. I'm really not. I'm really not. So much so to ignore what's being done that will allow people to continue to do what they do. But no more of that, huh? Because more damage is being done by me doing that than me actually either you getting you out of the energy or, you know, having source handle you. But nonetheless, Shay. Here we go with the message. We're going to see what Melchizedek has to say about you, divine masculines that are husband energy, okay? Emperor energy, I would prefer to say, okay? And you're also a maverick. You're awakening to something more. And Melchizedek is here. So let's see what Melchizedek has to say. Let me go over here. I'm gonna go over here. Let me go to these cards. Melchizedek, what is your message for the collective? What is your message for the collective? And we'll also be pulling up on some numbers here in the gematria and everything else that we normally do. Angel numbers, so on and so forth. What's this? Let's see what's this that I wanted to slide through. Be fearless. You're awakening to something more. Your genius is being revealed daily. And a genius is someone who comes up with solutions. So be fearless when it comes to you coming up with solutions, okay? So welcome, my love. Welcome, goddess. We in here. Yes, we are. We are here. Look at that energy signature. Some of you are definitely getting tapped in more and more to your galactic signature. And it's showing you that the past is in the present. The present and the past was also in the present. And we have the golden crown here. Okay. Wow, that's 1414. Sheesh. Yeah. Shield your energy. We have strength here and shield your energy. Follow your intuition. These are just cards that are pulling up here. As you're following your intuition, you're connecting more to your integrity. And as you already know, it is time for you to shine. So take the time out that you must when you must, especially if you're feeling like you're in worlds within worlds, because you're definitely building up your communications to the celestial energies around you to develop your senses as you are in between worlds. Okay, because there's definitely great potential here for new growth and the awakening of your spirit, the awakening of your spirit. But let me see what comes out here. I'm gonna put these back because they didn't actually come out. Neither did that one, but it definitely slid through like weight. So all right, let's see, y'all. Let's see. Okay, wow. 334. Amazing energy y'all got in here right now. Okay, be fearless when it comes to you observing limitations, when it comes to spirit messages. Be fearless when it comes to you observing the limitations that have been imposed upon you when it comes to you connecting to Mama Universe, spirit messages. Spirit, Capricorn energy is the spirit body of the physical body, Cancer. Okay. So there has been a clean slate when it comes to your foundations, the root of you. Right now, with this full moon in Capricorn, what it's going to do is it's going to really get you to shift and complete another major cycle that has started new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season, big time, which was the end of December, beginning of January. Okay. Let's look at 334 before we even Melchizedek already coming through here. And we have Galactic Healer. We got that recently too. Yep, Dark Night of the Soul. You're about to see all the reasons why. Now, seeing all the reasons why you've experienced something is connected to something you already knew. You already knew this. These sirens is real because it wasn't going on like this while I was on IG, but it's definitely doing that here. Mike will be present here. Mike will be on standstill over there. He's like, you got that shit. You do it because I'm not getting in your way either. Like, we know how you roll over here, baby. We know how you roll over here. Go ahead and give it to him. But over here, this is why I be more calm too, because they're actually, huh, they are present. Look at this. I'm going to show y'all this red wing, red feather. You see this red feather? Kali's energy, and you know Kali, when she's out here for justice, she's out here to get that work done. She ain't out here to play with nobody. Okay, so let's look at 334. Let's look at 334. Make some bean soup, 16 bean soup with some turmeric and some ginger. Put some scallions in there. Put cilantro in there, cilantro. Put some fresh garlic, fresh peppers, thyme, some coconut water. Hmm. Wow, 334. More data needed. Align God's data. Let's stop right there. Let me get these other numbers here. Shout out to Empress Lily. You know the vibes. Get these numbers up in here. You feel me? Let's see what we're talking about. Align God's data. Wow, 334 lexicon Hebrew numbers is talking about 334 is saying shut up. Yeah. The impeded. Let me see. Who okay, Melchizedek is okay. That message here. Some of y'all, that's really what y'all got. It may be a situation where you gonna have to tell somebody no, and if they continue, shut up. Like on some real shit. Like, just shut up. Don't say nothing else. I already told you no, don't say nothing else. Because why are you gonna keep going? If somebody's in their proper state of mind, why would you keep going after somebody said no? Feel me? So what about shut up Melchizedek? Mm, yeah, yeah. There's one card face down. This could have something to do with a Leo. Some of you also may have Saturn in Leo. Saturn is connected to Capricorn. This could be a cycle that you're closing out. This is something or someone. This could even be a conversation that you have with yourself that you need to tell yourself to shut up about. Or this could be someone in your environment. We'll see what the tarot cards are saying. Okay. But there's definitely this vibe of the Five of Wands here because some of you been on this sacred journey, and right now timing is critical. So timing for me has something to do with the body, your self-worth, Venus, core values. It is critical for you to realign with your core values, which would be again Taurus energy, which is also connected to the North Node at this time with the South Node in Scorpio. If you haven't had a chance, you can check out that video. I made a video specifically about that North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio, what that would be about. Okay. When I'm done here, I will post it in a description box as well, so you can just go straight to it. Now, you have here, you are a celestial gatekeeper. Now, celestial energy. If we see the Chariot in the tarot card, this got something to do with this too. We're going to pay close attention as to where that lands, if it happens to land. See, some of you, there's a decision that has to be made whether you're going to have a conversation, because you're about to do something for yourself, finally, for yourself. You've been taking care of everybody else, and they may not come across as so to those that you've been taking care of. However it is that you've been taking care of other people, mentally, physically, you know, emotionally, spiritually. Some of you, this is something spiritual. You on this sacred journey is taking care of a lot of people who continue to do or move in a certain way that literally puts you in a position to have to, you know, observe certain limitations and where they're actually coming from, you know. And with that, you're having a kundalini rising. Well, the kundalini rising, there's energy that's stuck at the root. The root is connected to Cancerian energy as well, the root of your being, your home, the way you were raised, certain things that are still sitting in the back of your mind as to the way that you were raised, but you may have swept it under the rug, not realizing that you're putting more fuel to that fire without handling it. Instead of you're dealing with it. That's what you could be telling yourself, that you're handling it, but you're actually dealing with it. Some of you dealing with a situation is ignoring it. Okay. And this could be because you carry certain ancestral wounds from grandparents or great grandparents that their children, which could possibly be your parents, telling you, well, this person did this way, they let it go. Not necessarily, because you're now having the wound to take care of because the karmic debt wasn't paid off in terms of spirituality, in terms of mindsets, in terms of, you know, fear that they connected to because of seeking power outside of themselves or seeking saving outside of themselves. I still didn't even look at this card yet. But you have here these look at this. Look at this. Big bird, baby bird. This bird over here, that feel like Big Mama energy for real. And I feel that's what Melchizedek is over here saying. Melchizedek is like, yeah, everybody better stop playing. Because you got the Chariot of Ascension here. Now, this isn't something you play with either. This is not something you play with. The Chariot of Ascension. As a matter of fact, Chariot of Ascension, spiritual work of the higher initiate from the Isis Oracle. They even have, this is so real in here that they even have an entire diagram as to what is happening while you're inside of the Merkaba or Merkaba. Okay. Now, let's see here. I'm going to read this entire thing for you. So, spiritual work, and it's on page 33. Spiritual work of the higher initiate. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between dimensions of higher reality. Okay. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining and divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba or Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes available to you as a high initiate. So this is the spiritual gift that a lot of you are receiving here, especially with the Maverick, awakening into something more, genius revealing itself daily to you because you're deciding to come up with solutions to these problems or, issues instead of sweeping it under the rug the way your ancestors or your parents or your grandparents have, or people around you that with them being around you also affect you. But you had to come to the bottom of it, that it's actually affecting you on an energetic standpoint, not so much the physical person, but their energy. Okay. Because energy is fluid. If you are one who's awakening into this higher initiate level, you're going to feel everything around you, but it is not your job. It is not part of your work to heal everyone, especially if they don't want to heal themselves. I'm going to read Melchizedek, the embodiment of Melchizedek. By synergistically weaving the ever-widening knowledge of the physical world, the ever-deepening mystery of the spiritual world, and the ever-growing population and its widening politics, Melchizedek helped scholars, philosophers, scientists, mystics, priests, and initiates alike alchemize into their genius. He founded the Sacred Order of Melchizedek, one of the earliest of mystery schools where Yeshua, or Jesus of Nazareth, is said to have been ordained a priest forever in the Order of Melchizedek during his missing years from the Bible. I'm going to pause right there. During his missing years of the Bible, which would be, 13 to 30? So you skip from 14 to 29, which involves the Saturn return energy, 27 to 32, around there. That entire message is taken out of the book. You can look at this in a literal sense, but just follow me here. But you have the majority of those who are under this, I'm going to say spell because there's nothing but words in there. Spells are words. Under the spell of the Bible because they're not deciding to reveal the genius within themselves on a daily basis by really seeing what's actually being said with the knowledge that there's an important piece missing from the entire book. Picture yourself not knowing your life from 14 to 29. It's kind of like the movie again, Mandela Effect, where he goes, what if you begin to not trust your memories? That's a different type of world now. Because everything that you know it to be asked to be is connected to a memory. From a spirit, from a physical standpoint, the entire age of Pisces disconnected many from their spiritual or their soul memory. Mm-hmm. This is where the truth at first pishes you off, but then it sets you free. Because this entire world as we see it today can definitely be an assimilation. It can definitely be a game. That's why I love Floris Scovel-Shen's book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. There's also an audiobook on YouTube about it too. Of the book, not about it, but of the book. Those missing years are connected to the arts of ancient Kemet and before that. Because there's information before that as well and connected to. Y'all give me a second. Y'all already know I'm in this channeling vibe now. Now, what is it that you do when you start to experience this? Because again, it's gonna cause some disturbance. But the key thing with this shift or this glitch is not to instill or connect to fear. Okay? Because most people are not used to seeing planets. They're used to just seeing the blue sky, the sun, and the moon. Occasionally the stars, a shooting star. Some see a ship, there goes some birds. What's the message of the birds? We just gonna flow today because I'm gonna go back to that. Sheesh. The mess. Okay, we gonna move forward with this energy because I was asking if I should continue to channel as deep as I'm going. All right, so just put it this way. I'm gonna give you an example. The best examples I can give you is 616 is from myself. So I'm watching the Mandela Effect and I'm thinking of certain memories that I do have. Basically, towards the end, it brings you back to a point where they can change the entire story because when you see the little girl going by the water, she's holding Curious George by his tail. But you know, in most Curious George books, you don't see Curious George with the tail. The last time this effect occurred with this whole CERN energy, and it says it in the movie too, was 2008. Okay, which is when they took most of the collective's power away because no one was awakened fully. There was only a select few, and those select few, they're no longer around or they're doing time wrongfully right now. Shay, welcome, love. So, yeah, and Be Fearless was the first card out. Number 3, which is the Empress. I just looked at the husband card and it made me feel real giddy. 323. So some of you, if you're in a partnership now, you could be, you know, taking it to a higher level next year. What's this? Continue to navigate through evolution. What is evolution? Give me a second. I see why 334 pulled out like that with more data needed. I guess we got the data. Evolution. Not I guess. We got the fucking data. Evolution. What is evolution? 1209, 846, 141. Sputnik 5, Heaven Soul. This shit says join the Freemasons. Y'all would love that. Gabriel's Day of Angels Atonement. Full Beaver Moon, which is during November, which is a Gemini moon, Gemini full moon, which is about answers you need are coming. Answers about what? Answers about what? Answers about what? I own Akhenaten. Zion is on Saturn. This is what evolution is saying in gematria. And Zion is on Saturn, is connected to 1110. 185, January 85 could be significant. What was I looking at just now? I own Akhenaten. Full Beaver Moon. Answers you need are coming about what is what I said. We got the red serpent, so about life force, God energy, property, food, livestock, wealth, new beginnings, dynamic power. See, there goes that young love, sexual attraction, initial conditions. The answers you need are coming when it comes to the energy of the sun, guidance, mastery, seat of the soul, cosmic energies, meeting of goals, transmutation of thought into energy for action, activating highest values. We have Sowilu and Fehu. 24 and 3. Is 24 up here already? Mind you, I ain't even look at the other card yet. Let me get through this first. More answers. The answers you need are coming about the Kundalini, Medusa, and the Kundalini is here. Okay? The truth about your 7 chakras and the unlocking of that or the activation of that, your connection to it in this particular age of Aquarius. That was the truth that was hidden in the age of Pisces. Bridging the gap with the wise responses or actions, begin to trust your truth, that of the soul in connection to the cosmos. That was the karmic lesson. Look at that shit. You got Dagas here, which is speaking of breakthrough. And then we have the white road bridger. This is my energy right here. That shit is the fucking truth, yo. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Not mm-mm. Mm-hmm. The answers you need are coming about Medusa, the Kundalini energy, God energy, your life force, navigating your life force, what death really means. White world bridger, the power is death. Let's see what this is. Huh. You got celestial teacher and celestial gatekeeper. Hey, I'm in my head like, give me more, give me more, give me more. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night. Y'all saw me go for a particular deck, right? I went for the moon deck. What the fuck you see here? The answers you need are coming. Do we need? You are the problem. The other one says you scared of me. 623. Cannot. He said my hands work. A fiery climax. Y'all better go ahead with this energy, okay? Thank you. Y'all can leave now. What do we have here? A new start is coming. I'm digging this energy right now. Surrender to the divine. It's time to take action. What type of action you want the collective to take here? Because you got the celestial teacher and the timing is critical. The celestial gatekeeper, the celestial teacher. There goes the train. Everybody at work today, huh? Well, I didn't go live yesterday and the day before that, huh? That's probably why. Let me see. That's another thing I'm realizing. I can't do more than 2 days for what I'm seeing right now. The celestial teacher says, okay, it's time to take action. So just listen to the celestial teacher. You are a spiritual being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. This card represents your ability to manifest a reality of your own choosing. You have come a long way, and this world of manifestation that you now find yourself in reflects the wisdom, insight, and clarity you have embraced so far. If you have drawn this card, Spirit is encouraging you to share this wisdom with the world. Unlimited power, light, and sacred knowledge flows through you. For your heart is open and your mind is clear. For you have realigned with your open heart at all times, never closes, and now your mind is clear. Trust in your abilities as a teacher. So, this is for some of you, you already know that you're here to provide guidance. Okay? Ashe, the beeps after certain things. Ashe, my love. So let's see here. Trust in your abilities as a teacher, for you have a strong connection to the universal energies of love. Allow divine spirit to speak through you and trust in the process that is unfolding. Trust yourself and trust in what you know. Let go of any doubts or inhibitions that keep you from taking that next step. By not embracing and sharing the wisdom you hold, you deny the world the opportunity to experience your unique healing light. Many gravitate towards radiant souls who stand empowered. You're a natural teacher, dear one, with natural counseling skills. By speaking your truth and sharing the lessons you have learned, you inspire others to find the courage within them to do the same. Your own unique celestial light with the guidance of spirit will bring much love, peace, and clarity to this planet. The increased awareness and light that you have gained and is okay. The increased awareness and light that you have gained is an invaluable resource that will inspire many. Release all doubts and hesitation. Be the divine soul you came here to be. Be the light, love, peace, and stillness that this world seeks. The affirmation: I am confident as I embrace the teacher within me. I courageously share love, light, and peace with this world. I am confident as I embrace the teacher within me. I courageously share love, light, and peace with this world. I am confident as I embrace the teacher within me. I courageously share love, light, peace with this world. The associated chakras here are the heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So This is basically your evolution of the first three, and then 4 to 7, and that blossoming like a peacock energy here as well. Radiant. It's time to take action in your radiance. Surrender to the divine. Full moon. A new start is coming. Ashe. Embrace that teacher within you. Yes. Especially as you have here the energy of Melchizedek, the maverick, and the husband. You're here to do things your way. There's a lot of emperor energy in here, which means I got empresses in here too. You feel me? So, you emperors, empresses, gods and goddesses, your celestial gatekeepers, you have assistants from celestial gatekeepers or both. But you are definitely a celestial teacher. Look at these wings here. Look at these wings here. You've been through all the trials and tribulations that you could experience, and you have shed all the blood that you could shed when it comes to yourself. Okay? Now it's time to cleanse and liberate yourself, baby. Cleanse and liberate yourself. Feel me? And this is some real cleansing, because remember the other day when I was by the river too, and there was a lot of, not a lot, but one is a lot for me. A bird on the ground that just looked like it just dropped. And immediately as I looked at that little bird, I looked over this way. This was there. White as can be. I haven't seen an all white feather. This would probably, the last time I saw was probably like, what, 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 or 3. All white. You'll see them often with, with a little bit of that, whatever, but that snowflake. Open the page up to Free Your Spirit, number 13, which speaks of transformation. Okay. But let's see what else we get in here from this. The very first card that slid through the deck was Be Fearless. What's being brought to my attention right now is this shape. Some of you may have journaled this shape in your journal. Pay attention to when you did this. This is for somebody. You drew a symbol similar to this. It kind of looks like Mr. Crab's legs, which would be Cancerian energy. So this could have something to do with the Cancerian vibe. Something about you being the light. But it's time for you to be that light for yourself. Okay? And that could be a task because you want to be the light for others. You want to help others, but don't force yourself to help people that don't want to help themselves. That's only going to backfire on you. Take it from me. Because 33 and 77. 33, 4, 77. And then 8, sacred journey. It caused a lot to end here. You have to put a lot up in the flames. You have to burn up a lot of things here. You have to bring that stinger to somebody along this sacred journey also, so you can find yourself. Birds are singing right now. It was just singing the way somebody would call for a feminine's attention. 632. Observe your limitations. When it comes to what? Let me see. Let's see. What does this have to do here with the collective? He's telling them observe limitations so they can connect to your messages, so you can get this wish fulfillment, emotional fulfillment. It's got to do with your core values, Taurus or Scorpio energy. Some of you may have to cut out a Taurus or Scorpio out of your energy or past memory that you have with this energy in itself. Let's observe limitations. What are the limitations? What are the limitations here? What are the limitations that you want them to observe? What are the limitations that you want them to observe? This is deja vu. I saw this reading before. This is some wild shit that's happening right now. Yeah. So we have here the 10 of Pentacles. Observe your limitations when it comes to the energy that you're giving out that's not being reciprocated. What else? It's time for you to heal. Be okay with you healing yourself so you can connect to those vibrational matches, those who have their dots connected. By them connecting their dots themselves. Yeah, see, some of you have the Holy Grail. You are the Holy Grail. It's time for you to take courage into this next stage of your life. You're holding on to a lot of sorrows of a mother here. A lot of pain, sorrows, regrets of a mother. It's time for you to get going on that. That action that you take will allow them to evolve. What you're doing right now is hurting the both of you. I'm not going to say hurting the both of you. I would say more so stagnating the both of you. What's this? Yeah. We have the Two of Wands here. This is Mars and Aries card. But this is also about you looking at your world, seeing where it is that you are supported and not supported. You could be overdoing that also. And this could be part of the limitations that you are experiencing. Some of you, as we was expressing before about IG, some of you may want to get off of IG for a little bit, including self. Okay? Because some of you could, there could still be some hidden enemies, or because 12th house speaks of hidden enemies and we have a 12 here. Okay? So there could be this vibe of like energy vampires as you're looking at your entire world to make the best decision for you so you can break free as to what your higher self is telling you to do. And your higher self is obviously not going to be anybody else. It's connection between you, your celestial teachers, the celestial gatekeepers that you're connected to. Back to the Chariot of Ascension. There are times when the soul becomes ambitious and wishes to leave its entire light and conscious oneness with all expressions of its being, including the physical body. It may wish to do so simply because it is the nature of all beings to eventually realize themselves as divine, or because it needs specific new skills to be available to the human expression in the physical body so it can continue with its divine purpose. Those skills might be channeling divine energy and consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds for conscious spirit communication. And those three cards came out exactly like that when we was doing that pre-show. Excuse me. Those skills might be channeling divine energy or consciousness for healing, traveling easily between the worlds for conscious spirit communication, gaining greater artistic or creative ability because it feels wonderful to create, or any number of other purposes. And if you find yourself belching a lot, that is your body's way of releasing excess heat. Okay? So anything that's been built up or within the surface, at the surface, but you're literally putting a lid on it. That's what the new moon is also about. It's about new potential. So taking the lid off of new potentials. And some of that taking the lid off, you got to release whatever it is that has still been a part of you evolving, but it wants to, it wants to just cling on to you type of thing. But you didn't see it as this was something that was clinging on to you. So I'm going to read that Chariot of Ascension as we go. I'm not going to read the whole thing straightforward like that, because I keep being I'm just going where they got me going. All right. So here we are. What else about this observing of limitations? Yeah, some of you take that new start. Take that new start, even if that means leaving everything the fuck behind. That's for some. Okay. You know where you fit in. Don't make it fit. Know yourself. Always make responsible decisions. However, there is no perfect time. But from what I'm seeing here, Source wants you to go the other way. You're focusing on these 10 coins and everything you've already built. But you don't realize you're about to have infinite fold of this once you start over. Because all that's really doing is there's a limitation within what you have already built. There's a limitation within what you have already built. This could be the energy of another that still surrounds you, and you could be relocating so that way you, some of you, it's this starting over and leaving everything behind means certain people and the belief systems that come with them. So once you Eight of Cups, that energy, walking away from what no longer serves you, you see how in the Eight of Cups he's wearing a red cape or whatever you want to call that. And the red represents the root, okay? Or your life force. Make sure when you're walking away from these situations, you're not leaving your life force behind. Take your life force with you, okay? Because not taking your life force with you could have you coming back. Because you're going to start feeling sorry for yourself or for somebody or for something. No, take all of it with you. All of you with you. Don't leave you behind. Okay. What else? Let's look at that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The moment you focus on you, your heart and your mind, and staying rooted and grounded, you receive this cloak of protection from those same energies that wanted to actually impose on you. And now this is where that transformation actually begins. You want to really give the energy into the legacy that you're building, not these old belief systems that no longer serve you. Just striking at all this power that you have within your solar plexus here. You already got the dagas, sound like the dance hall tune. You already got the daggers rune, which talks about a new dawn. And here you have this new dawn, which is on the other side of all of this that's ending. Which you are carrying here. See, your entire body and your mind are in alignment to what your life force is. Your mind and your body are in alignment to what your life force is, but you still have free will. Solar plexus energy. You still have that free will to do whatever it is that you want to do. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? And you see me looking at the dark energy that's surrounding this Four of Pentacles. What is that about? What is that that's transforming here? What is that? Something of the past from your childhood. Whatever this is from the past, because it's bringing my attention to the partnership rune here. Whatever this is from the past is blocking what your actual partnerships are supposed to be. Okay. Now, this could be a part of your ego, but the part of your ego where you have experienced more than enough to observe what's going on. You know where there is a part of your journey where your self-worth was stripped away, or you allowed it to be stripped away, or at least there's a perception of it being stripped away. What is this energy in between? What is this energy in between in connection to this Four of Pentacles? Could be a Gemini, an Aquarius. Okay, this could also be people that just want to just say what they want to say, however they want to say it, not allowing themselves to even process it within themselves. You see how that gematria was saying align God data, more information needed. Hmm. And we still didn't pull. Oh, we did though. We did. What's this? Full moon in Leo. And we had the full moon and Gemini card at the bottom of the deck saying the answers you need are coming. This is Gemini right here. Okay. You got all the answers that you need about why certain things had to fall the way they fell or had to end the way they ended. This is something your spirit has been communicating to you, not to be logically understood. This is between you, source, and yourselves. Something had to change on a cellular level. So this is a very deep transformation. Ginseng card peeps. Very deep transformation. There it goes. There goes the Five of Pentacles right here. This, you know what this is like? This is really a mindset that has been passed down from generation to generation. For some, the women in your bloodline connected to certain partners that will fill a void that they were in, that they didn't need to fill. They just had to do self re-evaluation, but they did not do that. As I'm saying this, I'm getting like this tension headache now. So it caused a lot of tension between you and these people because you decided to move in a different way. Basically, not settle. Long story short, you decided not to settle. Whatever area of life that you decided to awaken more about yourself and pause and do something differently than everyone else, because everyone else would instantly rush out of it or do something to just get out of it. You decided to sit there with the pain, with whatever the situation was, and handle it within you. So that way you didn't have to go through this ever again. See, most when they are dealing with it, they're going outside themselves, talking to people. It takes a lot for a person to talk to themselves about whatever it is that they have going on with themselves internally and put an end to it. Most people put an end to it after conversations with other people. You decided to connect to source, the most high. And in that connection, you started to realize what that actually is. And it's not the way you were told about it as you were growing up in certain belief systems, at least not fully. Because most belief systems, again, with that entire book from 13 to 30 being missing, what truth are you really connected to then? Again, this is someone else's story right in the text. The text. And going back to this entire world being an assimilation. So let me get something else here. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords and the Tower. The effect of the Knight of Swords on the Tower. The effect of roll out. Swords like to play over here with the sound effects, boy, because you know Knight of Swords move real quick. So you remove the concept of time and you realize how things began to shift quickly when it came to your healing and your alignment to the stars and the cosmos and what's real, which is spirit. This is Moon and Taurus. You have the Moon and Venus energy over here with this Six of Pentacles. This was all part of your test, though, your karmic lesson. Your karmic lesson, in terms of karmic lesson for me, has to do with the way you break out of your South Node in connection to your North Node, your North Star. Okay. To find the Christ consciousness, to align with the Christ consciousness within you. Just like the three wise men did in following the North Star to find, what was it? The child king, the child God, child, however you want to say that. It's the same thing, same journey you're going along with your first three chakras, your root, your sacral, your solar plexus. The moment you align to that North Star, here we have the balance of the heart, the communication with source through your inner voice, the vision of your mind's eye, which is the eye of the soul in connection to the crown chakra. Now you are the manifestation. You are the synchronicity. That was the message. Felt that. Felt that. What's this? Yes. And now you're very close to achieving your goal on God. Nothing will come of this situation of the past. Let it go. Let it flow. Nothing is yet set in stone because it's up to you. It's up to you. Mutable. You could be a Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces. Or this could have something to do with your third house, sixth house, ninth house, 12th house. Happy birthday, Nikola Tesla. Today's really birthday, though. 369. I'm going to see what this husband is saying now. I'm getting the vibe. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius, but you are prepared for the opportunity. It's time for you to go for it. It's time for you to take action. A new start is coming. Surrender to the divine. And that's what this full moon in Capricorn is also doing. At 21 degrees, that will be the Four of Pentacles, as a matter of fact, which is Sun in Capricorn. So the full moon energy is basically the sun and the moon in Capricorn. But yeah, we are in Cancer season. But yeah, there's that. It's like two moons, two suns. Ooh. What does that mean? North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. You got two moms, two sons. This is for those masculines who their mother has transitioned also. Oh, she's close to you. She is close to you right now. You know this, but more than ever right now. She overstands the frequency because she's in that realm. And she's in that realm because some of you have literally done the spiritual work to help her ascend. And now she can become that light frequency that connects to you whenever you want her to connect to you. Move to the left and right that. Wait. I had to do it. It was in me to do it. Okay. Clear and activate. You feel me? Create sacred space. Oh. Some of y'all higher self is like, well, bitch, about damn time. They ain't call you bitch, but that's how they feel about you. Masculine or feminine. Some of y'all higher selves, they some thugs. Nah, they probably are though. Husband, I do, therefore I will. What you willing to do, huh? What that solar plex is talking about? You see the shoes though, like the drummer boy. Not the drummer boy. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Shoes of the band. What is the husband talking about? What you talking about? Walk your truth. Husband, you see what I'm saying? You see that hand? Don't get slapped by a source. Now that hand is out. Talk to the hand and said, and you look at that. Be fearless is at the bottom again. You went from 334, now we at 335. Let's do it then. Let's do it then. I didn't want to look at that. 335. I am the dragon, December 3rd, Antarctica, microphone, billionaires, God birth ID code, Emmanuel, Sudan. I feel this, it says stroke here, but I feel like that's a stroke of energy that's coming in. Look at that. And then we have an angel made of art, 335, 335 almond tree, 335 otter. Don't let anything rob you from your joy, that childlike essence of you where you can create anything, no matter what, where you go in your imagination. You're always having a great time. Special offer 335, code 918. Special offer, code 918. 335. Okay, it's giving me the same things here. 335, the code celebration. Okay, and the motion 612, Virgo Pisces. Some of you could have a north node, south node, Virgo Pisces. It's time for you to walk that truth. 612, what is this in connection to? 612. Band. You got to be shitting me. But it also says house of bonds, prison, but that's also house of restrictions, which is the 10th house, which speaks of your achievements based on the restrictions you were able to handle. And it's connected to Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I discover more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, whose hands are chained. One who is pleasing to God will escape from her, but the sinner will be captured by her. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that doesn't know themselves. 108. That speaks of, every time I see 108, it connects me to Shiva. And Shiva's partner is connected to Kali. You already know, when we speaking of angels, angels protect the heavens. So angels are about that life. If they're going to protect the heavens, they're going to have to slay demons. Feel me? It just made me, I just heard Buffy the Vampire Slayer. 612, we looked at that already. Let me see something. Which is also the 10 of swords. Okay. The moon is in Sag. At 8 degrees, which is the 8 of wands. Meaning your thoughts and your intuition are connected to a truth. Flow with it. Flow with it. Some of you, that's poetry too. Definitely had a dream the other day doing spoken word. That shit was so dope. I'm low key tight. I don't remember what I said, but as I woke up, I did. But when I went to write it, it wasn't there. I was like, well, it was one of them things that had to be off top. So let me see. Wow, 612 says, count your blessings. Ashe. 612 is a number that promotes high level projects. It is the largest of all angel numbers and symbolizes higher intelligence and universal interest. Commitment, rather. It's a cue from the divine realm that you have the potential and ability to change your life as you keep moving forward. Besides, you need to promise yourself a better future as you work hard because you are smart. More so, your future will become incredible as your guardian angel suggests. Hey, 612 is there. Emotions, energy, and motion. That God energy, you learn how to control it. This steps you into mastery. And then you can use the chariot of ascension at that moment. Yeah, because that starts at 33. So Saturn return 27, 32, 33 is like your first year, like out of Saturn school. You heard that shit, right? But some of you, because of this age of Aquarius, that could also be advancing. Granted, I use natal charts the way I do. Again, it's to break the code, but that's also a part of the assimilation too. But it's a different type. It's a different type. It's the one that connects you to your inner voice. It's basically how to build a game. Yeah, it's how to build a game. Your game. And that's bringing me to player one. Sheesh. Let me see something. The work that you do spiritually on this planet is greatly supported. The Chariot of Ascension Oracle also offers you a particular sacred teaching from the priestess of high initiates, Lady Isis, Lady Aset. This is the work of the Merkaba soul vehicle or Chariot of Ascension. This vehicle is an energetic structure of sacred geometry that strengthens and protects you, allowing for your consciousness to travel instantaneously and freely between dimensions and realities without compromising your vibration or damaging your energy bodies. That shit ain't for everybody. Because if that's not done correctly, you can actually cause a dis-ease in your body. Like that shit ain't nothing to play with. Like that's how real this is. Because think about it, it's like you going into a different part of a spectrum of light. You know what I mean? And that spectrum of light, you better be able to handle that. And when I say handle that, there's going to have to be a lot of things that you release yourself from energetically. So this is where, when it comes to you being on a spiritual journey, how important it is to you and those who you have connected to, that you may have had an attachment to, or they have an attachment to you, and what that would mean to cut the cord. Because as long as you're connected to that cord, baby, this is one of the reasons why I say I know how strong I am, because I done that shit at a time that I wasn't supposed to at one point. But I didn't realize that that was happening until I decided to look more into it. Yeah, that part. So that should really help you with what to let go of, but to let go of it with love. Because what you're doing spiritually is for the betterment of you, yes. And it's also for the betterment of those who are unwilling to help themselves, but you got to do that shit from a distance. Okay? I really wanted to say that. I really did. Okay. Unconditional love is at the bottom of the deck. All right, husband. Talk to me, husband. What you talking about over here? What about these emotions here, though? Oh, shit. You see that? Ace of Cups. Love coming in quick. Hit my damn teeth. Okay. 3512. Let's look at this over here. Penny, penny, where you been? 1 cent. That little one. Mm, mm. That's what your ancestors are saying. Is spirit guys. All it took for you was to make this one little quick adjustment. They'll be fine. They'll be better off without you, actually. Better off without you. As you ascend into these energies, people would actually be better off without you. See it as their protection when you step away, whoever this is connected to. 3512, always ready, always there. Why isn't Timothy James Carr in prison? I wouldn't know. I get it. Yet I am still tired of being stuck in the matrix day after day. That's see that energy right there. This is like a stubborn person who knows what they're supposed to do, but still talks about like there's one thing to have this energy of a warrior. I don't even want to call it frustration. It would be frustration if you are connected to this vibe right here. I get it, yet I am still tired of being stuck. Well, unstuck yourself. The fuck? Sometimes unstucking yourself is actually doing what your instincts tell you to do. If you're around certain people on a daily basis, because you have to be for a particular moment, it's just temporary. You can either be cordial, or if that being cordial causes you to still be in that type of energy where you feel stuck, ignore the person, regardless of what they say. Just use that energy while you're ignoring them, respectfully ignoring them, to move forward, to focus on what you got to do, heal those emotions. Because even if you have an attitude towards them, or if you're cordial with them, it's still the same shit either way. But you get a better effect when you're ignoring them, because you don't have to front like you want things to go a certain way. No, be real. Be real. If it flows better for you to not say anything and just walk past people, yes, granted, you can say grand rising or good evening or whatever, that type of shit, but keep that shit at bay. And this is for those who live with certain people that they want to move away from still, or if you're at work and this has to do with certain people at work. Social media, you can easily block somebody, so that ain't for that. What else, husband? Emperor, what you talking about? Yeah, you gotta heal. Some of you gotta put the bottle down. Too many cups. Too many cups, so you can think this through fully. You can process this fully. You don't need these external substances. If you're still needing these external substances, then this is why this healing card is also coming out. This could be the part of when certain emotions come up, you'd be like, oh, instead of chiefing down on 2 L's that day, you probably hit 4 of them shits on top of a bottle. When you know good and well, 707, you need to close it. Page of Wands, you could be receiving a message from someone who is highly intrigued by you. but it's going to take it step by step. But this could also be someone you can work with. It's going to start off at that point as someone that you can exchange information to create abundance. Later on, it may evolve into something more. But there's definitely a point of celebration. So even with this Nine of Cups, which means a wish fulfillment in reverse is not granted, just know there's still something worth celebrating here. So I'm getting the vibe of you focusing on you and healing yourself. Although you wish for, that to be you and everyone else around you, or those that were closest to you, at least you would thought they were close to you, but that has to end. That has to end. You're only going to be destroying yourself and them in the process. Yeah. This is an energy of someone online that you can deal with. Yep. 13 again. Or this could be those who were on, for those of you, this is giving me the vibe of somebody who pledged, people that you were online with, that you're disconnecting from. However that works, I'm not even sure. People that you've had a brotherhood or a sisterhood with, that you have to disconnect from now because you're realizing who's who, walking your truth. Tell me, with this hand present, don't let yourself get slapped. Choose wisely when it comes to these soulmates. Yep, people of the past. What's this card turned over? Sagittarius energy, Two of Cups. See? No matter what you decide to do, even if you go against your intuition telling you to cut something off, it's still going to be cut off, especially if it's something from the past, because you're destined for something much greater. See them red wings? That's a chosen one right there, because it's like this is like a life or death situation I'm getting from this too. This is like a life or death situation. That's not your path, though. Some of you are so protected that your ancestors won't let you go down like that. Or this could be a situation where, before I even say anything, Pop Smoke energy. And he's a Cancerian. What's this? Yeah, you don't put too much work into this to dig everything up from the root. You've gone through the process to get to your high risk, so that way you know what needed to be uprooted. So that way you're not uprooting certain things as you were going through the process and taking out the entire seed, that which needed to be uprooted and that which supposed to blossom. And then we have the thinking man here, someone thinking about you. Divine feminine here. This could be someone that lives at a distance. Taking you out of self-sabotaging thoughts here. Connected to despair when it comes to the lack of work. There could be something that occurs in a court case. There goes 623. So some of you, those birds are green. Those are yo. Then we got this slavery jingle. Your ancestors said stop being soft. Okay? Because there's going to be judgment made for you to get up out of this. This could have something to do with money for some of you. Some of you are going to receive payments. You don't know where it came from. It came from your ancestor. Yeah, distant horizons again. That's 6, 6, 23. That's another 6. 2 times 3. So your blessings are being doubled. I'm telling you. Because some of you really put the work in. When I say you put the work in to free up your ancestors, they're like, It's time for you to get what you deserve now. It's time for you to get your winners. It's time for you to have your breakthrough. It's time for you to have this new dawn. 5, 6, 6, 38, 30, 23, 38, 23. 38, 23. That's 11, 23. Jupiter goes direct 11, 23. It goes retrograde 27th, 28th. So while it's doing that, you're going to be tying up these loose ends. Granted, those are dates. The planets are connected to cosmic energy. Use the law of gravity. You can call those energies into you to assist you to move this process along. But remember, release when something's going to happen, like the outcome of it. So in order to do this, to call in this next phase of your life, to call in clarity, to call in healing, to call in abundance, love, new relationships, supreme unconditional love, you're going to have to connect to source. So you're going to have to step into your God body, which is connected to your Godhead. Okay. And that's by you handling the first 3 chakras. Because without handle of the first 3 chakras, whenever my aunt decides to balance out the heart for you, if there's an imbalance below that, that's a faulty foundation that the heart is on. So the foundation of your heart chakra is your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root chakra. Them birds was going off just now. Also, this here with the number 20 card and the park upside down. Some of you have been resisting going out and being more social with other people. Don't look for other people. Just go out and enjoy yourselves, and other people will come to you. You have a message. Something is coming in for sure. That's going to give you a wish fulfillment or emotional fulfillment. And this is also the Queen of Swords, as we were sitting here talking about balance. So this could be my aunt bringing you that balance. Could be a connection to love. Someone deciding to take the mask off, show you that you're a person of honor. This message is coming from the official person, 722. That's 12 days from now. What's this? It is time. What's this? Ooh. Some of y'all been really hiding out because you've been around too many false people. I get it though. You have to really look at the surface of it all and see where your great fortune truly was, and that's yourself. And then we got the wealthy man. Look at this motherfucker here. Okay. No, you need no motherfucker. Let me take. I can't take that back. I already said it, but excuse me. You know the vibes, baby. That's that husband energy. Your husband know a lot about you. Whoever you are. This is for those of you that are married. If things are off balance, your husband needs to cry something out, 1. So there can even be communication between you, Empress, and you, the Emperor. I'm getting the sense of somebody being a tough guy. 717. And for those of you who await to meet him, he is going through that process himself. Yeah. Look at this. You got the 3 of Cups. This gives me a vibe of a soulmate connection, soul and spiritual connection, physical, spiritual, and soul connection. You've gotten through all three levels. That's the Hierophant. Okay. As above, so below. Mm, that just smells so good. Whoever he is, one of them. Okay. Well, they wear Jean Paul Gaultier. That shit smells good. Okay. Smells amazing. Mm. JPJ. That could also be their initials, JPJ. One or the other, or all three. JPJ. 33. C Zodiac. 667 522. This could be a Gemini. They could have accolades like Tom Brady. It could also be a prophet. We have Prophet Muhammad. Taurus, Gemini-like vibes. They could be from New Orleans because Hurricane Katrina is here. They could have experienced Hurricane Katrina. But they're close to the finish line when it comes to their identity, the I am that I am. They could be into crypto, Bitcoin, things like that. The reincarnation of I am. JPJ is also connected to Gematria, that special someone. They could also be a Pisces. See, it says see zodiacs, huh? So when it comes to the hidden enemies that they encountered, both of you have a similar story, and that's where the celebration comes in, where it's like there's an overstanding. There isn't going to be a conversation of understanding. Bingo. That's it right there. Where you don't have to have this conversation, but you got to understand where I came from. No, y'all both got a similar background. That conversation won't even come up. So there's a different level of respect and communicating with one another. You know? They found a strategy to handle whatever this was that could have seemed combative or was in opposition to them and what it is that they know about themselves. They walked away from it. They walked back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from it until they realize all they need to do is connect with the magician inside of them, source. That's why I'm seeing this Three of Cups as the physical, spiritual, and soul energy of themselves. And they became abundant doing so. 2, 3. Yeah. Fearless now. There goes your heart again, honey. And it's 7:21, 21 degrees, full moon in Capricorn. Let's see what's this that stayed on the table. Look at that. 3 of Swords. They learned a valuable lesson when it comes to that heart chakra. Ooh-wee. This masculine can communicate. They can communicate. What's this 3 of Swords about? When it comes to, that's why that Gemini energy was coming in. They could have Mercury in Gemini, which would mean possibly that they are a Gemini, Taurus, or Cancer. They experienced some bad health with this too. What's this about? I'm getting this vibe that they took care of people that once they got better, really did them very dirty. And that's where that connection comes in. 7:22. Yeah, see where I stopped at. Yeah, the heart. Ooh. And this is 12 also. Emotions. They have some very deep emotions. They could be born on the 2nd or the 20th, or they're life path 11 or life path 2. This is someone you can be open and express your love to often without feeling like you're smothering them, because you'll have a balance of doing it because you won't feel like you would have to overdo it. It'll just be effortless. Versus in other situations where it wasn't, it felt like you had to time it because you didn't want to get on somebody. It's like you and this energy would have a connection beyond this world. You can sense whatever they have going on, they can sense you too. And it's like you both know the perfect remedy for each and every moment. Why is bad health here? Because then I'm about to go eat my beans too. Okay. Family. Ay. 31, 21. They could have been experiencing this for 10 years. And this, some of you have also been experiencing this for 10 years, 10 plus years even, or within the last 10 years. Yeah, see? Oh, I just want to hug this person like, come here, boo. It's all good. We gonna be fine. That type of vibes. It's like, this is the moment where you really get to be you without hiding any aspects of yourself. Whatever it is that you do, like me, for example, I love doing my research. I love looking at natal charts in the cosmos and how they operate with my cards. Like, I can really sit here and just channel and be with source all day, be in nature all day, like doing mystical things. Like, I love doing mystical shit. Okay. So counterpart would also have to match that vibration, because if not, no, baby, no. Okay. So let's see what else here. What else you want to say, beloved? 32. See what I'm saying? 3211. Yeah, they experienced a lot of jealousy and envy. And they helped these people. They were magical enough to do that too. This could be an Aries. But it helped them to see who they truly were. There goes the star. And there goes the Six of Cups. So that's that energy of there was, okay. So the divine feminine and divine masculine, their journeys reflect one another. Which is why there wouldn't have to be a conversation of, understanding each other, because you understand yourselves. Even if it wasn't something like you're around my type of energy where I'm telling you, you don't have to get anyone to understand, just understand themselves. They had that locked in. There go that bird again. And they look like parrots too. They're green and they look like parrots. But anyway, y'all. Under that star, we got the wealthy man, great fortune. Come on with it. Okay. And I feel like this wealth is a wealth in spirit and soul, which makes it easy to manifest whatever. Because there's always a great potential for growth when you're connected to your spirit and your soul. And if you're someone who unfortunately doesn't have a soul, you're connected to the utmost highest spirits that allow you to manifest unconditional love. Because that's another story. Right? So, husband, thank you. Honey bun. Honey bun. Honey bun. Let me see. The Maverick. Initials could have something to do with HMM too. Or MHM, MMH. All of them. All them there. Maverick. Again, with the walk your truth, you got two hands. Okay, this ain't no situation about no hands now. You got two hands up in here. Walk your truth. I'm not even gonna go there because this is not no after dark moment. What it says, timeout. Yeah, I'm gonna take a timeout and surrender. Come on now, wait, watch it now. Don't want no Sag or the Venus and Scorpio surrendering and talking shit now. It ain't shit, but let's see. What else you telling them here? World within worlds. Okay, 35, 36 in that order. Walk your truth. When it comes to the world within worlds, yeah, y'all coming out as assimilation for real and awakening into something more. Ooh. For some of you, when you meet this divine feminine, divine masculine, there's a family that's going to be started quite quickly. That spirit child is just screaming. Because the cosmic connection. Something about a life path 11. They're also a 33, but you got 35 and 36. 5 and 6 is 11. They could also be born March 3rd, March 11th, March 5th, March 6th. Or something about those dates, which will be connected to the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Let's see what else. Align your universe and navigate distractions because your gift is coming in. Tell me more about this over here, Maverick. Navigate distractions. Let's see what these distractions are, though. What's the energy of this? Let's go to the moon card. This is talking about the collective subconscious. Beloved moon. What about these distractions that you're asking the collective to align their universe? Burnout boy. Make sure you're aligned with people who are healthy as well. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. These could be those energies that are causing distractions, or if this is self, okay, because it's always about feedback, especially with Taurus being involved. That's Venus energy, which speaks of Libra as well, partnerships, balance in partnerships, but you see the balance in that partnership through feedback. Okay. And it's a point of growth, but there's also confrontation. So hold your vision. Leo energy, we're coming into Leo season. So this could also occur during Leo season where you're awakening into something more in the manifestation of what that something more is. You're doing the work internally, your world within worlds. So now it's going to show itself to you in the physical, because 36 was also distant horizons. And then the Lenormand that's the ship that's in the air. So regardless, it's like your manifestations are coming in, but you want to be able to recognize it and see it when it does. That's some shit, because now I just got this notification about a boat ride. As I said, boat ride. So some of you could also be going on a boat ride or deciding to go on a trip. What is that? What is a cruise? Some of you want to go on a cruise. Continue to hold your vision about that. Hold your vision about whatever it is that you want to do and navigate distractions by saying no thank you, and continue to be grateful for what it is that you're asking for as if it is already here. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe, so do you. What do you need to release? Under that, you have the past. Don't let your past hold you back. That's evident. Let me see what's under that, though. There goes Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. This could be a past Taurus that was in your life that you want to remove the way things happened and take the positive out of it. There is something positive from a negative situation, because look at who you are now today. You know? Be bold and make the first move. Hold your vision. Be bold and make the first move. Adjustments are required. Let me see. Be bold and make the first move, and adjustments are required. When it comes to what exactly? We do have new relationships here. As I split the deck, and we got the devil here peeping out. So healing, so you can receive this new love. This is also spiritual fulfillment, which is Capricorn energy. What's this? Adjustments are required when it comes to these sorrow, pains, and regrets. So the use and action of your willpower when it comes to things that have ended. They could be coming to the surface. This may have been the last 7 years. Is a particular relationship that comes to mind quite often. Or this could be a conversation that you're having with yourself, disempowering yourself rather than empowering yourself about, the partners that you've had that really help you to evolve into who you are now. Yeah. It helped you develop the strategy to not encounter people or to recognize mental manipulators and complete that cycle, because you could be a person that's extremely giving and certain energies know that about you. This is why they are attracted to you. But now you're being able to decipher that. Look at that. Another 5. Yeah, be bold and make the first move. Adjustments are required. So if you got to turn around and walk away from these 2 cups and it makes you feel like you're left out in the cold, that's a perception of yours. You're just really connecting to your growth. Okay? So you can make wiser decisions later on. I'm seeing this as the same person too. You can either walk away from a situation feeling handicapped, or you can walk away with your heart, your sacral, although they're not positioned accordingly, but you'll get there. What this icing is doing is allowing you to bring those vessels back to a state where it's not inflamed. So now you can heal. Because you've been on quite a journey for some of you who have been listening to your intuition, but you felt like your intuition was misguiding you. That's a perception thing, though. Let's see what else. Yeah, as above, so below. This is speaking of a south node. Some of you were operating from your south node. And it's not that your intuition was off. It was off. It's not that your intuition was off about what it was saying, but it was in a different timeline. It was in a different timeline. Look at that. I got the 8 of Wands in reverse, but that's how I picked the deck. But however, these are 2 Mercury cards. Okay. So this is like what I was just saying just now. It's like you being connected more to your south node, which is the tail of the dragon. You don't have your head of the dragon. And that's why we keep getting I'm the dragon in that gematria. And being connected to the head of the dragon means that you're connected to your North Star, which now gives you the ability to connect to the most powerful chakras of all. But the most powerful chakras of all are only there because you have a solid foundation. So until you have a solid foundation, you won't see any of these things being built on that. Because you see how the magician here has the serpent around their waist. That's the serpent. You have a lot of wisdom here now in between your solar plexus, your willpower, and creativity, the sacral. So anything that even decides to enter that space without authority from you, it should get snapped right up on out of there. You feel me? Mm-hmm. 7 of Wands, switch it back. Now, what is occurring below as they are being bold and making the first move, making the adjustments required and awakening to something more from these Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Magician. What is happening below here? Okay. Oh shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I pulled it first. Was the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. What's happening below because of all of this? The truth about why you had to encounter these lessons. And what is the truth about that? You have to get moving on these oppositions. So this has something to do with the oppositions in your natal chart. So you can bring in divine intervention to connect to your Dharma, wheel of fortune. And like I said, the wheel is your natal chart. Yes, indeed. What is this? Yep, look at that. Knowing when to use your sword and when to be out of balance. When you're out of balance, you're walking away from the situation. If you're in it, you're using your sword. You've learned to tame the beast within. You learned to tame the ego, the beast. You brought the beauty to the beast. Again with the Seven of Wands. Sheesh. Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo. So if you have Mars and Leo, this is for you. Okay. Or Mars in the 5th house, this is your message. As above, so below. You had to undergo this in order to awaken into something more. It was deep though. There was a lot of shit in there. Okay. But you rode that wave, love. You definitely did. You definitely did. Now you back in your power, Ashe. You got the Emperor. Like I said, this message is for the divine feminines, divine masculines, emperors, empresses, gods, and goddesses, breaking free as per your highest self. And there you got the Two of Cups. See that beast now? The beast got wings this time. A lion with wings? I ain't fucking around. Anyway, ain't nobody about to be. And y'all need to go check out Jazz's last message, especially the last video, part 2. What the fuck, Jazz? That poem though, girl, we need to have this spoken word club or something. Shit, yo, I wasn't even in kindergarten. I was probably 2 or 3 years old, and you know how you go to daycare. And I had a teacher, Miss Barbara. That's why I'm saying all of the teachers I have some either Lukumi, Santeria, or Orisha names. But my teacher name was Miss Barbara, and she would always be like, she in class. Mind you, we like 2, 3 years old. That shit funny though. Cause that's also when me and the bully in class was choking each other outside, and teachers didn't know. I choked the shit out of him because he wanted to be stupid. Yo, I was at it already from little tiny tot. Little tiny tot. I remember his name too, Carlos. You wasn't having your way this way, Carlito's way. Not today, honey. That poem was everything. Yup. For real. Whew. Ashe. That was some real shit. Like she was saying, it's like some of us really smile through our pain, but that shit ain't helping us. It help everyone else around because it keeps them at bay, you know what I'm saying? But that shit is not helping us. You know, sometimes you gotta let that out. Not sometimes, all the time. Especially if you got a Mars in Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, Sagittarius, wherever you got Mars at, okay? Because Mars is all about war. If you got Mars in Cancer, you need to cry the fuck out of that out of you. In order to calm down Mars in Cancer, just cry. If you got in the waters, just cry. Okay? Cry. Watch something that makes you cry, but cry. You need the waters out of you. Okay. So, Emperor, what you hear? What you hear about with this justice here? This is polar opposite now. Now that I'm looking at it, what's the 411? You got it going on. Oh yeah, you know you got it going on. That's why. That's a fact. And this was then as we are saying all of this. You see that? It was a 10 of Wands that she was reflecting on too. She got the same birthday as my grandmother. That's why I'm like this with her. Like we be having hella conversations without even look at that. And the star card was under that before that. It's a whole vibe. It's a whole vibe. My grandmother was everything. Her main thing was newborn babies that couldn't eat. She knew where to touch them in their belly to make a pop sound so they could. She was a warrior too, though. She would do readings with regular playing cards. That's actually how I started too. Like I just had a regular set of cards. I was like, why do I feel like doing this? Ain't nobody telling me shit. And that's part of also my journey where I had to like kind of wonder like why y'all ain't tell me nothing, why y'all was hiding all this, and for what reason you're hiding this. We got the Lovers, the Star card, and the Two of Cups. And I'm not even going to go off on what I just said, the fact that this is showing up because I already know the vibes. Nonetheless, just answer my question. This just gave me some other type of clarity. So, I'm off this. Now she's showing out. Now she's showing up. Yeah. See, some of you have to really be the Queen of Swords when it comes to certain family members because this is blocking you from love. We got the Two of Wands. There's certain dynamics that people connect to in certain relationships, and people come to you to vent or to rescue them or to talk about their situation. But you being who you are, this amazing light being, high vibrational light being, those are part of conversations you got to be real careful with. Because you come from a realm that doesn't tolerate that not one bit. Yes, they are your family members, but they also carry a different soul now. If they do, shit get real. It gets real and real quick. But we saw New York City, please go easy. Let me see something. See gematria number 443, 252, and 42. Wow. Gematria says the sun come together. The perfect man, solar flares. Coin shortage. Cats are angels. Ashe. Ashe. Y'all, I'm hungry. But I'm going to leave y'all a message there. Depending on how I feel after I have this bean soup, I may come back. I'm not promising y'all that. But if anything, I will see y'all mañana. I know there was a lot going on with these messages, but I just flew with it the way Source wanted it to be. Love you though. Always.